You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good game, Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Jersey Shore. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Jersey Shore news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Jersey Shore.
Yo, what up, AFTERBUZZers?
Oh my God, here again.
All right, well, we've got Ed Bowling opposite me. He is the conservative, or the liberal, rather. And so his opinions will suck.
I'm the one that thinks they're crazy.
And
I don't know, whatever category that is.
I
think I'm a realist.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll get to that. But however, supporting my side of the contingency is Rachel Leigh.
Yes.
You might know her from VH1's Saddle Ranch.
Yes. And you know, he thinks they're crazy, but this is like my family.
You grew up in Jersey, so we get
I sure did.
There you go.
We're going to have questions for that.
Oh, yes, we will. Fun answers.
Keven, Kwow, Undergaro, our usual host, will be joining us momentarily, as will Roxy, rookie Striar. Roxy is just finishing up a class. Boring. I'd much rather prefer she's getting drunk right now to come here. But anyway, nevertheless, and I'm Phil, the Thrill Svitek, with DJ Jesse Jandy in the booth.
DJ!
What up, AFTERBUZZers?
And the title of this episode is "And the Wall Won," which it really did.
Oh my God, is that the title?
That is the title.
That fits.
Man. I mean, so we basically pick up from last week, and the sitch just headbutts the wall.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry, the situation has deserved to get his ass kicked the entire 3 years this damn show has been
I
on.
agree with that.
So, God bless the wall, and thank you very much. Now, I'm a little upset that it wasn't Ronnie, because I personally like Ronnie, but at the same time, Muscles...
Well, now, wait a minute. We talked about that. We got gypped. The previews,
Yes.
the way it was set up, was we fully expected that Ronnie was going to clean a clock, namely the situations, and that's why he got put in the hospital, and we actually felt bad for both. We felt bad for Mike and for Ronnie, because you know he's going to feel bad after, like he always does. But yeah, they gypped us.
I was very upset. My hopes were let down.
Wait. We have a very special guest in the house tonight.
Keven, Kwow, Undergaro is here. All right, he will be.
Hey.
Let's get him.
Special guest stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, so we just started on the situation.
It's the boss over here.
And I was going to bring up the point that you made, how MTV this was the best kept secret ever.
I can't even believe it. Nice job. Well, you know, they were teasing it. Pauly was teasing an interview saying it's not what you think. And you'll see. But, I mean, is that the most amazing thing you've ever seen?
Oh, my God.
I mean, driving his head into a wall. It's like it was a curve. It was comedy. I mean, just amazing. He is unbelievable. I love him.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
These
that
guys
actually made my week.
Right?
Ed absolutely hates everyone. Rachel thinks situation deserves to get beat up.
Hell yeah.
Well, he does. He does deserve to get beat up, period, end of story. I mean, he causes trouble on purpose.
He does.
And then he denies it later or plays it down later. He's the worst.
No, he's a yenta.
He's like
an
a
old
terrible
lady.
19-year-old sorority girl.
He is like a sorority girl.
Yeah.
But the debate goes back and forth. Is this because he's been in the house for? It's just wearing him down. Because I always say if you see him from the beginning of every season to the end, he's really worn out by the end and he's at his worst. This season, from the beginning, he was at his worst, but he came into this almost burnt out.
I believe that's Roxy, rookie Striar.
All right, get that dope in here. But you know, is it that, or is it the fact that he has, by his own admission, said that his job is to create good television, good drama, and he says this in his interviews. He's like, "Listen, we have no TV, we have one phone, and that's your job, is every day to be on that show and to make drama."
Well, he does a good job of it.
So,
Sorry, guys.
You know?
We just had the pizza man come.
is-
Sorry, guys.
You know?
We just had the pizza man come. We just hung over him. Freaking had to deal with that. So.
all right. But listen, you guys, do you think? I mean, with this situation, hitting his head into a wall, like.
Maybe it'll knock some
Okay,
sense into him.
remember last week and all the alleges we threw out?
Yeah.
We were very concerned because last week your partner in crime,
yeah.
Cammy,
Yeah.
and Roxy and Christina, we had 3 hardcore partiers here, all alleging, we say, right? Alleging that there's a lot of artificial substances being used by these people.
Oh yeah.
Across
Okay.
the board.
Oh yeah.
Okay, for him to react in that way and to drive his head into, a concrete wall.
He didn't know it was concrete, according to him, which I agree. I mean, I believe him.
Believe he didn't?
I believe he didn't know. I think he did really hit himself really hard. Okay, I think he did that. So I think that, like, all bets are off when it comes to that one. Because remember, the second time he went and hit the wall again, that's what he wishes he would have done the first time. He was just trying to throw a fit and, scare Ronnie or make it seem like he's crazy. That's all he did. When he saw Ronnie going crazy, throwing all of his stuff out, he decided, okay, I got to throw a fit like I'm a crazy man and make this guy think twice about fighting me.
Do you know what that's called?
It's called
Pat-
kids.
it's
This
called-
is what steroids do to your do to your mind and your body.
Well,
like
so I guess that's another subject. I agree with you. I think pattern interruption.
Yeah.
It was his way of like acting a fool to try
Yeah.
to get the attention off the fight because he
Yeah.
was scared. He didn't want to fight him.
No, he didn't want to fight. And the first thing he tried was to the calm. He's like, Ron, I don't get involved in relationships, Ron. And he kept, and then he just changed it when he saw that Ron was gone. He was really escalated. He changed it up.
And he drives his head into a wall.
Man.
And then he goes to the.
At least he wised up the second time he went for the wall.
But okay,
Because
Yeah.
he's like, "Come at me, bro, come at me," and then he goes for the wall again. But this time,
No, he
making
put-
sure
yeah.
there's padding, i.e., his hands.
yeah, you're right. You're right. He did. He blocked it. If you notice their battle, it was oh man, scary because I don't want to see these guys out. But kind of a little bit of a girl fight.
Oh,
If
okay,
you really
yeah.
broke it down,
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot of this. Did you see?
or like picking up and throwing. Like it's honestly, I've
But
never
there
been in
was
a fight like that in my
But
life.
there was no like clench fist. Like,
Yeah, well, here's the problem. The problem is you get Mike saying again he's fake. He says what works at the time. Afterwards, he says, I wouldn't hesitate to fight, and Ronnie wouldn't hesitate. That's all they did was hesitate. The whole thing was a big hesitation. That's all it was. It was a
You know
bunch
what?
of dancing
I
around and nothing.
actually enjoyed seeing the security come out and pin them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I want to actually. I'm
going
gonna play for your team, Kevin. I kind of feel like this. I feel like I'm going with your family synopsis
Okay,
of how they all look at each other as a family.
and they do.
And I kind of feel like the reason we didn't get that big of a fight is because Ronnie, I think as much as he wanted to hit him, I think he knows what he's capable of doing. So, and normally, typically in a fight, when you do the wrestling and all that, it's because you just have so much aggression. You don't want to like physically hurt them, but like you can toss them around a bit and give him a scare. So I think that's why we didn't get the fight that we wanted to get.
You think he thinks it would end his
Yeah.
tenure on the show?
Because I mean, remember when he fought on the boardwalk? He was real quick to throw that punch.
Right. And that was
So-
also years ago
Right.
when he
Yeah.
had
Well, I
less
don't
to
think he's-
lose.
I
learn
think it's like a
anything.
little man syndrome. I don't think Ronnie can fight. I
Oh,
don't. I
man.
think the muscles. He puts a nice front, but no.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
Pauly
think
D
he can-
explained it to us,
I'm
right?
telling
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
you. You're like
I agree.
this
Like,
one's really. You've been around, huh? Seriously.
Yeah, she's like, that's
Because-
not like any fight I've
No,
ever been
because
in.
if you
No.
because when you see him throw punches, he's throwing like overhands like a girl. He's like clawing. Like when you see the tape, and again he's anyway. I'll probably get drilled by the guy at a VIP.
hey, honey, I'll be security. I think
Love
I
that.
could do a number on
I
that
love
one
that.
instead of Ronnie.
Now, DJ Jesse's right. They don't want to hurt each other. They just want to basically play, a game of arms. They just want to punch and scrap, but they don't really want to
But
hurt.
Jesse, you don't think if he's got roid rage, he has so much animosity against this kid because the situation is the most popular, the most successful guy in the show. Maybe Snooki's close, and it's eating away at him for years. And Pauly admitted that it was something that Maria Menounos had said, season 1, you know, it was something I always brought up last season and the season before. Got a lot of crap from my co-host. No. I'm like, no.
What? That Ronnie's jealous of the situation?
He's jealous of his career.
Oh, come on.
No, yes,
God,
absolutely.
No way.
Are you kidding me?
But
No
to
way.
To that, we've also, while they were out in Italy,
Ed, are you serious?
Yeah, well, no, think about
they're
it.
actually admitting it, though. They admitted this whole episode.
Right, look,
jealousy.
Look, Ronnie doesn't have look, we already talked about it before too. We know that Ronnie could have a brand. He could be doing all. He didn't even have sense enough to do his own thing of what he's got.
Yeah, because he can't figure it out. Listen, situation. You cannot laugh. It's hilarious that he called his stomach the situation. It's amazing that he created gym tan laundry. This stuff's hilarious.
Oh, it is
and
gym
it's
tan
very
laundry.
original.
Told you.
I doubted
it
Rachel.
is. It's
I didn't-
genius.
Never doubted a tattooed Italian.
Yeah.
What's wrong
So
with you?
sorry.
Yeah,
And then Vinny said it best. Ronnie's trying to collect his thoughts. I forget the full quote, but basically,
It's
in my
Ronnie's
mind,
trapped in his head
Yeah.
and he can't get out, so he wants to flee.
yeah. And Ronnie doesn't have any thoughts. You see, that's
Thank
his problem.
you.
No, but that's the problem.
Including
Ronnie,
jealousy.
but that's
No,
why
listen.
you say he needs a brand and all that. He should be doing. He doesn't know how to do
He
that.
doesn't know how to do
He
that.
can't figure it
Listen,
out.
you guys, there's only so many for every Bethany Frankel who knows how to monetize this, who knows how to do something with it. There's how many others in the reality business that they get their 50 minutes. And just because someone, saw them out at a club or they came for an audition, said, you know what, I really like them, they're charismatic, I want to bring them in, I want to do something with them. Great, we can make, pretty much I feel everyone has a story. And I think a good producer can tell that story. Some people have better stories than others. And then of all those people, there are very few that know how to monetize and break out, a la Bethany Frankel. And I have to say, to the situation and Snooki on this show and some of the other smaller ones have done well with it. Will it last forever? No, and to be debated. But he's done a good job with it. And I know that, and Ronnie just doesn't have that. He doesn't have that ability.
I think you're right there. I think the difference is the person. I don't think the situation is this super smart marketing person. I think that's just the who he is. He's just being himself up there.
Right.
He's a guy that would actually get up and say that stuff, and he does.
He's funny, I guess.
No, it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and I think I saw him on Conan. Okay, and,
Right.
and he was all by himself. None of the other cast was on there. He was interviewed, Mike's situation. So that was an example of him getting more, fame and everything than everybody else. But he was completely over the top, obnoxious and self-centered and everything. The same way he is here, but even more so. And that was probably the only time where I felt like, and then this season a lot too, where he's really playing it up for the camera. He's going over and his voice. I don't have the deepest voice in the world, but his voice is squeaky.
Yeah,
and he's like,
it is,
that guy didn't hurt me.
No,
You
I
don't see
know.
anything on this pretty face.
I was gonna say I'm too pretty. I'm like, dude, come on. It's pretty bad to
I'm
me.
not disagreeing with you.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm not about that. But God, when on a side note, a little my ADD kicking in. Do you notice that that outside patio that they sit in?
It's
It's all their
disgusting.
bare feet. There's 1,000 cigarette butts on the ground. Does anyone?
didn't see that.
Does
Oh,
anyone
I
think
did.
that's okay?
Ew.
It's right.
Have you
Well,
seen
it's-
their rooms in the past? See, look
Well,
at
their
that! Look
whole
at that
room
room!
Okay,
is
but
that.
a
Their
messy
entire
room.
house is
right. No,
trashed.
it's a trash. But then when I saw that, it was seeing actual garbage
And then
cigarette
Dina's
butts on
dirty
it.
feet.
And they're all bare. Wait, so I'm not the only one.
No.
I was like, God, I think I
didn't
may have
see all that.
OCD, I can't handle it. Jesse, what? That's okay with you?
No, absolutely not.
I mean, so anyway, so just a sidebar. Well,
But I also want to say this about Ronnie. He also had a court case when he was out in
that
Italy.
that is a great point. And so he's in Italy
Remember, they didn't know if they were even going to get him for the season they
because
had
of
to-
the court
yeah,
case
it
back
was
in the
pending.
States.
Yes.
From what, fighting or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was domestic abuse, was it?
Oh,
No,
wait,
no,
sorry.
they
Not,
stayed
I'm
back
sorry,
to season
not
1.
fighting, grabbing and picking up. That was
Yeah.
his offense. He
Yeah.
grabbed somebody and picked him up.
Domestic violence with who?
No,
Sammy the
it
crybaby.
wasn't. No, he punched
sweetheart?
somebody.
No,
it was
it
for
was that
punching.
first season
Was it
fight.
for that guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he. That's
But not the boardwalk fight. It was the one where he punched out the guy straight up,
straight up,
and
and
the
then
guy fell,
and the
Ooh.
police came. Yeah,
Yeah. and he ran.
and he ran.
And then he ran.
He's this kid's got issues. I mean, we've said it before. If he's not cuddling with Sam, he's having he's drinking, drinks hand over fist and making out with 3 girls. Like it's one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
And man, and he reacts. My God, I thought first season I thought he was the nice one, but
I did too.
I was
I
wrong.
did too.
Can I ask? I mean, I don't know how many times. Like when this season started, I was thinking, you know what? If Ronnie and Sam get back together again, I'm gonna be killing myself with Pauly D. I can't believe
That's what
that
everyone
they did.
says. I love it though.
Well, yeah, it makes the show, right?
Absolutely.
But come on, I mean, it's like this scene right here. She's getting mad at him and saying, you know, after all this stuff had gone down, she's saying, "I want to know the name of the girl that you've been calling." This is the same guy that 2 episodes ago, he's in the bar drunk saying to Vinny, "I had sex with 4 girls in 3 days before we came to Italy."
Right.
The girl's name doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah.
No, they're out of their minds.
I mean, you know.
Okay. Did anyone see Ronnie at the VMAs?
Yep. Saw him.
All right, Jess, did you see her?
I didn't see him.
Yep.
No. Okay. Did you see Sammy?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes.
They were together
Okay.
the entire time.
So, what was different about Sammy's face? Was it makeup?
I actually, and it's funny you said that. I said she
Can we bring up a picture?
looked amazing last night, as a matter of fact.
She looked different. I think she did her
I
makeup.
was
Maybe
gonna
her,
say-
maybe her eye makeup was. I mean, her hair was definitely different. but the
J-
face-
Maybe
JWoww
it
had
was
some-
a
yeah.
different brown of a spray
I'm
tan.
requesting a photo.
and it
so
was
we can
actually it was
really
brown.
dissect
It was.
this.
She
It
wasn't
wasn't
as red
orange. Yeah.
or orange. We're gonna pull it up.
Hopefully,
All right.
we'll get it in a few minutes.
But I mean, anyway, that was on a side note. So, but they're not dating now, right? They just were making the appearance.
Well, we
together
don't
for
know.
the show.
We don't know.
I don't know. Because after this episode, he was like, "I'm done. I don't want to be with you." And she's like, "I don't want to be with you either." Blah,
And then he
blah,
goes and
blah.
buys
And then
flowers.
it's
Oh
like-
no, wait, that's
And
true.
he buys flowers, and he's like, "Oh, I just got these for her because I want to sever ties." Like,
And he
what
said,
the-
no,
No,
he
no.
actually said, I gave her flowers to move on.
Move
No,
on. Yes.
what are you guys talking about? You guys give such credit. You because you're defending your people, and you I don't know why. But look, the dude said, "I want to be the adult and prove to her with these flowers that she's the asshole."
Yes,
That's
that's
what
right.
he
No,
said.
that's right. No. And then
He
after that,
didn't say, "I want to be polite and move on."
No. He said afterwards. He said, "But Ed, you're missing my point. I was making the same point as you. You give someone flowers to show what? Something positive. I love you
I'm
or my
sorry.
sympathy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm giving
You're
you
the
these,
asshole.
His
Oh wait, is that "I
his
love you" in
roses.
Jersey?
Dude, I'm telling you, if I was,
here's all these roses to move on because I'm moving on. Here's roses.
if I was gonna get roses for every time I was called an asshole, Jesus Christ, I could open up my own flower store. I mean, that's great.
No, this
I want
shit-
flowers for being an asshole.
I'm gonna pull up a actual video of Sam from last night at the.
No, but it like he didn't say that.
Here we go.
Okay.
Botox.
Oh.
Yeah,
So-
she does look a little.
Well, you know
fuller
what?
in the
It's
face.
either really, really good makeup or
So
she's
just
had something done.
So she's so
Yeah.
young to have stuff done.
Honey, when Botox freshens you,
It does.
it
All right.
freezes you to freshen.
Okay.
'Cause she
So
was,
that's what this is.
she
Yeah.
was frowned
Oh,
up.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I know Botox from a mile away.
Oh.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. Because she always has the wrinkles and the bags under her eyes, and
Yeah.
she looks like she's 40.
Yeah.
She looks like a typical Jersey girl that's, 20, 21, and she looks 40.
Well, I think you're right about especially the forehead and the brow.
Oh, yeah, man.
But I'll bet you that because the makeup, it almost looks like it's photoshopped or something. So, but they've got that new spray stuff that they do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was looking pretty good. But anyway, yeah, they were together the whole
Looks
time. But they didn't show any affection or anything. Which means nothing. Who knows?
So
what
no,
that-
I bet you. I bet you they're not together. But it's good for it keeps us all hanging in this year, and then obviously next season's already been shot, so it airs.
Yeah.
in
already
October.
been shot.
It was New
Yeah, they
Jersey.
shot it right after. That was
They
the
went-
big thing. After they filmed in Italy, they were like,
go to
"All
New
right, guess
Jersey."
what? Surprise! We're also shooting season 4 back in
Really?
Jersey."
But didn't they get kicked out of Italy or something? That was
No.
the rumor I heard. I heard that they weren't even allowed to shoot there anymore.
Oh,
So
afterwards.
then they went back to
Like the whole country.
like, the whole country was like, "You guys need to get the hell out of here."
Well, I'm also wondering if the fight was fully staged because last night.
Interesting.
Well, listen, because at the VMAs, Sway was talking to Dina and Vinny.
Yep.
And he said, "So what's going on? We just saw the clip of the fight going down. Like, what was that like being in the actual house?" And Dina was like, "Oh my God, it was crazy." But then Vinny looked over at him and gave him this face that was like, "You saw what that was." He was like, "It was just a loud noise, or loud ruckus."
Well, and he said the funny part was he goes, Mike got hurt and knocked out. He goes before the fight even started,
Yeah,
before there
yeah.
was any fight. So he commented that.
Yeah,
But
as far as you know what I mean. So I mean, could this be the situation milking out another situation.
So, wait. Let me follow you. So he put his head, he head-butted the wall to create a fight for MTV. I'm not following you.
Well, I mean, if we want to go back to it, as far as we were talking with Cameron last week, as far as plotting things. So maybe Ronnie is jumping on the Snooki train. Remember how we said Snooki could have been one time, hey, I'm going to hook up with the situation.
Right.
What if this time it was when Ronnie and Mike were outside having that little convo with each other? Ronnie wants some more stage time. Let's stage a fight. How can we do that?
Well, I
Okay,
think,
so this is in your
Oh, I think
theory,
the situation would plan it.
and would he bring Ronnie in on it?
Yeah.
nah.
No,
he-
I'm sorry. The
yeah.
situation is way too conceited and thinks he's way too pretty to be
Yeah.
putting his face into anything.
Well, yeah, that's one thing, but don't forget
But-
that it didn't make any sense to any of us why Mike chose Ronnie to tell him the secret of him and Snooki. Right? That didn't make sense to me. That was a situation being conniving.
He
trying
was
to spark the,
trying
he
to
knew
create
that Ronnie
drama.
wasn't going to be able to keep his mouth shut. He knew that, and he knew that then he would have a reason to be upset and feel betrayed. And then he's building everything up that he can.
He's making good television there.
So
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he knew
Yeah.
that Ronnie wouldn't punch him in the face, though?
No, I think that was a risk.
Because I think if you, like I said, if you're that mad at somebody, you're not gonna like run at them and charge them. It's gonna be much more. He was throwing things like, come on. I just think that.
So Jesse, not buying it at all.
No.
You think really WWE?
Yep.
Wow, interesting.
I don't think it was set up, but I do
Film?
think the first part, Jesse, you were right about where Ronnie didn't really want to hurt him. I mean, come on. If he wanted to hurt him, why did he go and talk to him and lift the couch up and all this whole big show?
I think
But don't guys do that when they don't want to fight?
Yeah, exactly.
They do all that.
In other
stuff.
words, yeah, all that stuff is just proof that he didn't actually want to fight
They
him.
don't want
I
to
think
fight.
I don't know whether or not it was actually quote a little staged, but at the end of the day, here's the thing: they're instant kicksing for them, especially Ronnie and all that. So at the end of the day, they're not really thinking. So they just react. They're always reacting, and so
Well, booze also plays a huge factor in
Booze, other
Yes.
substances, and being cooped up in these places.
yeah.
You know, we more we learn about these reality shows, the more we are at AfterBuzz are involved in the behind the scenes, as you know, right? from years.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
At
actually.
least you could escape, though. You were at your bar and then
Oh,
you had to
yeah.
go home. But these like shows where they put them in the pressure cooker and they leave them there. It's as I talked about in other shows, from what I've heard from producers, it's almost textbook. They have it down to like, day 3 they're gonna react this way.
Wow.
Week number 2 they're gonna react this way. Week number 3, oh yeah, this is it every single time. It's
Wow.
Stockholm syndrome. And I see it, when over here they don't, I was wondering, are they even allowed if they pick up a girl or a guy, are they allowed to go to that person's apartment or house, or do they have to always bring them back to the headquarters?
I think they would always have to bring him back to headquarters because there could be something in the contract where
That's what I mean. And so again, it just makes more craziness.
yeah.
So for them, and they're not. We know that at the end of the day, they were a group of dysfunctional kids coming into this, and so of course they're not going to be able to hang.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to deal with.
So you're
these
saying, what are the
conditions.
rules? We don't have any way to know what the rules are, huh?
Well, we could probably find out. But
would be cool.
I know, like with the rival shows and the Infernos, the Real World Road Rules challenges, they're very strict. They are just stuck in that house. They give them as much booze as they want, but that's it.
Specifically regarding the secret that was revealed with Mike banging his own head, and then to have the entire Jersey Shore cast at the VMAs except Mike's situation. Do we know why he wasn't there? Because to me, it would have been a really serious moment of ridicule for him, because right before the VMAs they find out that he banged his own head into the wall, and maybe
probably
he
embarrassed.
called in sick.
You know what? I think if I'm just, I know this is a total guess, but my guess is this: he's the one that has stood out beyond the rest of them. He's made the most money out of all of them. He's the most famous out of all of them. Maybe Snooki's caught him, but for the most part, it's been him. And there's more to talk about by him not showing up. That's why I think it's, again, to stand out. Always here's how I'm going to stand out. Here's how I'm situation. I'm GTL. And this is why Ronnie wants to beat my ass. You know.
Why can't he do laundry? He said I'm not going to be able to GTL for a week. Why? He hit his head. He can't do laundry.
No, it's the
Trinity of
combination. Ed, it doesn't work if it's just laundry. You have to gym and tan. Now listen. I'm so excited to have you here, Rachel.
Well, thank you.
All right, so coming from as I was saying to Cammie last week, so
Trilogy.
we've got to me, you're like everything. You're a reality star, plus you live the Jersey Shore life, meaning you're a bartender. You're in that awesome party world.
And she's from Jersey.
And
Yeah.
so we've got a trifecta with us. This is amazing. So for you, how does gym tan laundry fit into your lifestyle?
Well, when I was in high school, I was a Snooki. I'm not even gonna lie.
You were gym tan laundry.
Oh yeah, man.
But see, here's the thing. I still see you as a Snooki, except you have a different formula. You're not gym tan laundry.
No, because I'm
You're
pretty
tattoos,
pale.
drinks, and something.
Yeah.
What are your three?
Let's see.
Because you have you're right. I'm not casting you. You're an all-star in my opinion.
Well, I would be TFB.
What is what?
Tattoo, fights, and booze.
Tattoos, fights, and booze.
Yeah.
All right.
Bad girls.
Yeah.
TFB.
I want to know. I want to know what you fight about. What happens to make
Is it
you
just
want
when
to
you drink?
throw hands with? I'm assuming a girl. I'm assuming.
Oh, honey. Well, on Saddle Ranch, I got in a fight with a boy. It wasn't my fault though. I got hit first, but I got up
You got up.
nobody's business. I didn't lay on the ground like Mike did.
Nice.
I tell
Good
you.
Italiano broad. That's
tell
what I
you what.
love.
God, so it's a Jersey disease, is what it is.
No, it's just this is Guido power, which I love. Right
Yes.
there, right
Yes.
there, baby.
Love it.
So we have to have you back I need you on Mob Wives.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Oh my
So you can really
goodness
break them down
gracious.
and decipher them.
Oh, honey.
So it's interesting. I see you as and I don't know if anyone's ever put it this way. You're like a suicide girl Guidette,
pretty much, yes. Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
That's what you are. Do they make those? Are you the only one? Or
I think, I
Are
haven't
there
seen any
any-
on the
any
Suicide Girls, so maybe I
suicide
would be the only
Guidettes?
one.
I've never seen one before.
I haven't either.
I find this
It's a
fascinating.
$1 million idea right
Really?
here.
Would you mind if we studied you further?
Oh, let's do
Phil,
it.
let's get the professors from the AfterBuzz Labs.
That was episode 5, I believe, of season 2.
What
Right.
was?
Ben the professor.
Oh, Ben, that's right. We had a professor on the Jersey Shore. We need to bring him back. He's a scientist,
Scientist.
and
Ben
he
the
was
scientist.
he was pretty nervous. But he held in. He's like, I'm a scientist. I don't really know how to respond to some of the stuff he saw. We need to get him back.
Yeah, we got a special guest.
Um,
We have yet to. We've
what-
never really defined the Dina chair of the season.
yeah, you know what? We had a real busy year this year. Maybe for October, we want to have a Dina chair, which we want to rotate in people in and out, like the way Dina,
Oh.
Actually, it's the Angeline chair
I
because
get it.
Angeline comes in and out.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
she's just not even talked about anymore, is she?
No,
No.
done.
She's always in the news.
Is she?
Nah, not
Not
really. Phil.
really.
No.
Speaking of news, you guys like hung up on me last time I called in because I didn't know Snooki was doing Dance with Stars, or is that bull?
Yes, that is exactly why
Well,
we hung up
she's
on
no longer doing it. So
what
you're now
happened?
further behind the 8 ball.
Hey, that's okay. You know what? I don't.
like-
Jesse, you know what? He got booth courage over there still. Look at now my mic's off.
Oh,
Now my mic is off.
Wait,
You got booth courage.
I actually just read a tweet from the situation
Oh, God.
talking about the VMAs. He said, all flights were grounded because of the hurricane. Thanks again for always having my back, and for all the haters who were mad at what really happened, keep hating.
Ooh,
nice.
Who was he tweeting to?
right?
He was just in general.
Probably his 1 million followers.
So listen. Let's at least wrap up. I know we didn't have much structure because we were just completely thrown by this episode, but we know that the situation, whatever. We all have our different opinions of why he went through this. It's not over. You're going to see a lot more drama from him for the because he came into this very from the first show he was out of it. He was already burnt out. The first show, his eyes were glazed. So we'll be seeing a lot more fun from him.
Speaking of glazed, Thrill, it's your turn up on the beer pong.
All right.
Yes.
Nice. Where you going?
I don't know.
Oh, there's beer pong going on out there.
Really? Where?
Well, we.
I don't know.
just
Can
set
you
it up.
bring me back a piece of pizza?
I'm in.
Maybe some one for the
Wait,
lady.
you can
this
bring me
was
back
all.
beer.
This is like All-Star Weekend after
beer would
I'm
be
in.
good.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
Beer's
full
great.
for the
All
show.
star. We
You
just
have
had
all-
the baddest bad girl, Natalie Nunn, in here. So I mean,
How'd she do?
hey, I actually got to say this. I have to say
Go ahead,
this.
say it.
I had my thoughts of Natalie. Totally stand-up girl from what I've met today.
Right. Well, that's what I hear. All right, but you know what? I don't do. I am watching this season's.
From one hot mess to another. Let's
yeah,
get back to the Jersey
yeah. Let's
Shore.
get back.
Yes.
Okay, but again, here's where I'm going to defend. You're not going to agree with me, and I can already tell. But Rachel, you might. Speaking of the Bad Girls Club,
Yes.
okay, and I don't want to. We've already gotten so off subject that I'm sure we're going to get a lot of criticism for this show, like we always do when we go off. But I'm going to pull it back to Jersey Shore. I have been watching Bad Girls, Jess. You know, I want to support you on that. I want to jump in on some of your shows. I am very entertained by it. But the one thing that I see in common with that show and shows like it, and the one reason why I feel the Shore stands apart from that show is all those girls are heinous. They're heinous human beings. They're not just like laughable or you know what I mean? They're not even laughable or vain or
Agree
they're
with you 150%.
soulless. Whereas I say, like, look at Jenny crying her eyes
Wait a
out,
minute.
like-
You're saying they don't have the redeeming qualities that you think all these guys have?
No. And I do
Absolutely
believe, and I do believe these kids have every one of them has a redeeming quality, and some much more than others. And that's why I love these guys. I feel like they're just genuine, you know. And you see Jenny is all over this episode trying to put out fires and help people, and you know, Pauly staying 4 hours at the hospital with Sitch.
Well, I will give them one thing, and Rachel, you can attest to this. They definitely seem to have, and it's they're not related, but they seem to have a culture from being from Jersey that they're kind of brothers and sisters.
No,
They
Ingboss will
watch
be
each other,
Guidos.
right?
That's how we
Absolutely.
roll,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
I'm telling you, with my family,
Right.
you brought somebody home and they're your friend, they're part of the family.
No, you're in.
That's just
That's
how
it.
goes.
You're
Right.
in.
And like, yes,
You're in.
You're in.
And by the way, it's just like the mob. You can fight between each other, but that's it. Outside is different. When it
Okay.
comes to
Yes.
outsiders and civilians, no, you band together.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what I did.
But I'm saying, like, when I see these other shows, they're so entertaining because the characters are so depraved. They're so morally bankrupt. They're so empty. They're so utterly narcissistic that there's nothing there. And it's very entertaining, and I'll give you that. But these kids, I don't feel it with them. I don't feel it with them. That's why I love them. That's why I root for them.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm so glad I know you were Guido.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm really glad. Wow. So how do I? So I think I'm gonna have to. We'll have to put Cammy on another show. Can I keep Rachel? And
Well,
you can have
I gotta
Cammy.
stick with my people. I'm
mean,
sorry. I'm family now.
I want to keep Rach.
It's okay because I actually talked to Cammy and I'm gonna
You
get
take
her
her.
on another.
No, she should be on Bad Girls.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We do have extra space for her as well. But clearly, Rachel, we could take you for Bad Girls.
Listen,
too, 'cause
let's. You know, I'm
I
sure.
liked that booze fight and what was
No,
the other
I
one?
want to be on Bad Girls too. I love Bad Girls. It's just not the show. That's all.
Tattoos. It's
Tats,
TFB.
And,
TFB.
by the way, I
baby.
want to thank our Jersey Shore fans because slowly we are creeping back up in the ratings. We're number 2 on the
Absolutely.
network. We were.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we.
I love they shuffle themselves around here at AfterBuzz. We always have some sort of hot messery for them to
Yeah.
enjoy.
Don't worry. They'll enjoy
Love
this
it.
one. So we see, it was interesting at the end of the episode, we see Pauly almost get in a fight with somebody. You know, he's been drinking and that I remember season 1, Pauly popped somebody. I don't know if you guys remember.
I think I remember
He
that.
punched
Oh,
someone
yeah.
in the face. Not a fighter. I think Vinny put
At
it
all.
best. Not a fighter at all, but just, you know, he
He's
just.
so funny though.
What did he
Yeah.
say? What did he say?
Like,
White
he's
boy's
just
drunk.
funny.
What did he
Yeah.
say? He's just
White boy drunk.
he
White
said-
boy wasted.
White boy
White boy
wasted. I like that.
wasted.
I like that term.
Yes.
White boy wasted.
No, but Paul, you can always count on Pauly to take. It doesn't matter the most serious situation and make you laugh about it every
Yeah.
single time.
He's great, and I think that, and I think as the more I see is Pauly, the more I realize he's the one that's going to have the longest career
Yep.
out of all of them. We've talked about it, Jesse. Not only his trade as a DJ, but his personality. He kind of he rolls with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, this past weekend I went to Saddle Ranch and I got in a random conversation with somebody about the Jersey Shore and they hated.
What night was Saddle Ranch, by the way?
That was Friday night.
Yeah.
Rach, were you
of
working or
course.
Yes.
you were working?
I was working.
Was Cammy working?
I saw
Yeah.
both our ladies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, I was out with Leroy
Feeding
and
booze.
Adam from The Real World.
Okay.
But I got in this random conversation with this person who hated the jersey, like despised. They were talking so much trash about it, I had to interject their conversation. And I got them to not agree with me, but we agreed on one thing, that out of everybody, Pauly D has the most redeeming qualities and will have the furthest career. By far.
Agreed.
So
I agree.
even got a hater to admit to that. So
Agreed. So basically, we see it's hard to talk much further about this episode because it's the same stuff with Ronnie and Sammi.
Yeah.
I mean, situation putting his head in the walls. It's another great television moment.
Well,
I mean,
I have one thing to talk to you guys about.
he's taken one more step in his career. Go ahead.
You always talk about JWoww and her motherly
Yes.
thing. And this is
Oh,
what I was
no,
going
you're gonna hate
through.
on it, Jesse?
No,
Come
no,
on.
no.
I'll hate on it. If he's not, I will.
Stop.
Ed, I'm
No,
sure you will.
Ed, stop, because
Ed,
this
I'm
is,
not worried.
Because Kev always brings this up, and this is the one, not the one time, but I really felt it this episode, and I wanted to talk about it because what did you think her actual feelings were when Sammi kept coming into the room? And I think last week we talked about Sammi wants to be the one to fix Ronnie,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah.
I know what her
did
feelings
you
were.
see that
Yeah, me too.
in JWoww's face? It was
yes.
just like, I'm over it. But do you think she has anger towards Sammi anymore? Or you think that came out
No,
of it at all?
I listen. Let's put it around the board. I'll end it with my thoughts.
Okay.
But go ahead, Rach. What do you
Rach.
think?
I think JWoww has never liked Sammi because I hate to say it, but Sammi knocked her a good one last season.
She
I
did.
think
It was the biggest upset.
Oh,
it was the
Lord.
biggest upset in reality
Man.
fist fights.
Sammi the sweetheart got a good knocker in that one, and she made her look like a.
Yeah, because you know what? All
That's
she had to
bad.
do was draw to win because she was such an underdog. All she had to do was hang in, and she did.
True.
That's all she had to do. Fight a good fight. That's it. Just hang in with the champ.
You know, and
And-
with chicks, it's like, oh, I'm talking to your man, honey. He wants nothing to do with you. Go away. Like, of course, she's probably like, ha ha ha, whatever. I don't want him, but he wants to talk to me, not you.
Yep.
Type
I
attitude.
agree with that.
That's females, especially Jersey females.
So you're saying that it was just really? I remember our battles like they were yesterday, and
Absolutely.
this is my chance to take a pop at you.
Jersey girls
Or
hold grudges.
even okay.
Yes.
Ed, what do you think?
Okay, I'll tell you the moment that I learned who JWoww really was. And it wasn't in this episode. It was in the last one, I think it was, when, or maybe the one before last, when she reported to Snooki what Ronnie told Sammi. Remember they had that conversation? They were all eating,
Yeah.
and then Ronnie said, "I wanted to something that Mike told me I don't want to say, but he said it anyway." And then then JWoww was like, "What exactly did he say?" And then and then he goes, "Well, he said that she cheated on Gianni with me." Okay, Ronnie said that's what Mike said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, she goes, and when she tells Snooki, she says this. She goes, Mike is telling everyone what you did. And she said everyone like 3 times. Everyone. He's telling
This is
everyone.
JWoww?
Yep.
Yes. And so that to me is when I learned who she is. She is, she's not going to cheat on Roger.
Right.
Okay. And so her role now, the thing that's going to give her the most attention and excitement is going to be right in the middle of all of that drama and orchestrating everything and making things worse where she thinks she can, because she made that much worse when she said that, because that wasn't true. She did not hear that from Ronnie. All she knew was that he told Ronnie, and that was it. For her to go and say that he told everyone, that was just inflammatory. And so when I saw her being in the room, she wasn't doing anything good. She was like, Ron, talk to me. Tell me, what are you talking to him for? Leave him alone. He's mad.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk to him? Why do you need to know? What is it that you need to understand that you're asking him right now? What's the
JWoww?
point? Yeah. There was no reason for her to be in there at all. None.
Okay. You done now?
I could be done.
All right. Good. Get him. All right. Now let me just take for the JWoww and Snooki. I don't think she is somebody who thinks that far ahead and plots and plans to great television. I feel that that's her best friend, and I feel like because she loves Roger and because relationships mean that much to her, she doesn't want to see Snooki blow hers, and she knows that if Mike is telling Ronnie, she knows Mike. That's what he does. He's a Yenta. He's spilling to everybody. So that's why I don't think she went to start trouble. I think she legitimately said, I don't want to see you lose your relationship, because to me, she looks like she's a great friend. And Snooki's her best friend. and they share something in common where they have a relationship. So I think that's what went on there. As far as going as far as laughing, okay, I'm telling you. And then as far as the I think she's been in the middle of these kind of fights her whole life. I think she's seen a lot of these fights with her friends, and she's probably been the one. If you remember your fights from high school or college, isn't there always the one friend who talks everyone off the roof? You know, is the one. And I think she's been here before. I think, and when she was screaming at her, just get out of here. It wasn't yelling at her, threatening her. Like, I've seen that, JWoww, like, I'm going to effing kill you. It was just, please, get out. Do you understand what you're doing? Like, you're pushing this guy's buttons. And I think she was begging, and I really believe she was begging.
She was
Get
begging
away, because all you're doing is inciting more trouble. And I think she was being genuine, because I think, now, did she enjoy having the power?
There you go.
Yes.
That was there.
100%.
That was there.
Enjoyed it. Enjoyed having the power. Enjoyed being on the being higher than her.
How much satisfaction did it give JWoww
A lot.
when
A lot,
Sammi
but-
walks in, and the first thing, as soon as Ron lays eyes on her, he says, "Get the F out of here." You know, doesn't tell Jenny
She
to
probably
leave.
did have absolutely, but there was a moment, and I wish I saw it, where she said, "Guys, I can't take this in this house anymore." What her voice was cracking, the eyes were watering.
This
and
isn't
I do
fun anymore.
Feel, you know, I feel like she's got a nice relationship with this guy. You see, I've said it every week. All the girls, but especially her, she's so bored in these clubs. She's over it. She's over it. She's ready to go retire. She's ready to just go be with her guy, and that's it. Maybe be a sex symbol.
Well,
whatever
because
she's
she's got
do.
one. If she didn't have him, she'd be doing what she did the last time she was single for a second.
And so wouldn't anyone else if they didn't have anybody. But
Sure.
she's at that point where she's making her little nest. She's completely bored out at these clubs. She doesn't want to be there. She wants to be with her guy, and she definitely doesn't want to be in a house with all violence. And I really believe she was being genuine. She was like, "Please, we can't. Can we just?" What did she say? This isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, she said,
and
this
I believe
isn't effing fun anymore.
Exactly. That's what I've said. It's like these girls are growing up, right? How old is she, by the way? Mid-20s, late 20s?
I think she's late 20s.
Late 20s. Yeah, so she'll be a girl. She's hitting that age where it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore so I'm not 20, 21 at a club. And then there's people who, I think like Adina, it's not going to matter what age she is. She's going to, there's those girls like that at 30. We have, I have friends in their 40s who still dance on tables and traveling all over the world.
She's going to be one of those crazy aunts that's like, come see Auntie Dina, honey. Let's talk about it.
Like the fun.
I have one
the fun aunt, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, JWoww's actually 24.
24.
She just turned 24.
You know, but it's 24. But in Jersey years, it's usually that's 29. 30.
Yeah, I feel that.
By the way, actually, it's not even Jersey. It's city girls. City girls are the hottest girls when they're very young. They mature so much faster, but they also age so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because of the hard living. So that's why I say that. But I wonder, Jess, do you think there's any built-in protection there, where she shaved some years off to, knowing the whole thing in Hollywood to stay young and all that stuff? Not in which she shouldn't, because for her career it doesn't matter. But do you think? No, I'm not joking. It doesn't matter because I that's for an actress. It doesn't matter for her.
Sure.
She's a personality. Fans can age with her. But do you really think she's 24?
I mean, I don't know, because look at it like this. This situation claims he's like 20-something, and
we know he's 30s, right?
He's in his 30s.
Yeah.
What?
Pauly D is actually 32 or 33, claims it.
Get out of here.
He admits it.
Yes.
Yeah, he admits it.
So,
remember Vinny was antagonizing them the first seasons, saying, "Oh, I'm never going to be like you, like 30, going to clubs, blah, blah, blah." Old Vinny, before Vinny went to the dark side.
The dark side,
yeah.
So I think Snooki's probably the youngest, and the fact that JWoww looks over Snooki and tries to take care of everybody, I don't think she's 24 yet.
You think she's older?
She's older. Oh,
older,
absolutely.
right? I agree. I think she is too. And Snooki really is the youngest? Or I thought Dina's the youngest.
Well, I mean, maybe, but
I think they're runners up.
who matters in the Jersey Shore?
All right, Jess, are we even going to do a commercial tonight or not?
I mean, yeah.
All right, do a commercial, then we'll do predictions.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729. 1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig! The wig will come out that wig.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Nice.
This is DJ Pauly D. Being a Guido's a way of life.
Yeah.
I don't represent all Italians, I represent myself. I started this whole GTL shit. Gym, tan, and laundry. You gotta stay fresh for the day. It's time to beat that beat up.
Oh yeah, you can fist bump to this for days.
Yeah, his whole thing was being fresh. Remember, he doesn't talk about being fresh anymore. But that was it. It was always being fresh.
No, he tweets
He's
being
still
fresh.
about being fresh.
I like him.
Yeah.
Non-stop. I forget, he has a new term. It's something about fresh. I can look it up on Twitter, but yeah.
I'm kind of with him on staying fresh.
I like the fresh.
Yeah.
Because you see how he takes care of his shoes?
Oh, he's.
Oh, everything. Yeah, everything.
Lines them up. That was the first thing he lined up against the wall when he got to it.
By the way, you know, I've noticed with a lot of these people who are sloppy but everything is well put together. Like the shoes, there's not a nick on the shoes. There's not a speck of, not a mark.
Yeah, your room's trashed.
But everything else
you
is.
have bugs on your floor.
But everything's
hey,
well put together.
Touch my shoes.
But I like. But you know what? I like staying fresh. I don't get people who don't shower.
Oof,
you know, you got to stay fresh.
Well, who's not showering at the Jersey house?
No, they all stay fresh.
I don't know. Dino looks a little dirty.
Well, you know what? No. You know what? Okay, he can look a little slimy.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, we know Snooki doesn't. Because if
What?
you remember,
yeah.
when she got out of jail, it was literally a full day after the jail incident, and she made the comment, "Oh my God, there's still sand down there." Do you remember us talking
right,
about that?
yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? You can see, you know what you see with the girls with the hair.
Yeah.
A lot of hair not getting washed. So before we get into predictions, we have you here, Rachel, which I'm just so excited. What a treat. Now, how come I didn't know about this? By the way, I didn't even know there was a show tonight, so I guess.
I just found out when you guys walked in. I was like, hey.
Hey.
Nice. Well, I'm really happy. So what night? So as we said last week, Saddle Ranch is one of the fun premier bars in LA, which has been around for
11 years.
Which is nuts because, you know, bar life is like 5-6 years, but 11 years to be dominating and probably be at its strongest is crazy.
Yeah.
So what nights are the best nights down there?
Well, if you like to party and be around a lot of people,
I like
Friday.
I like to party. I'm never able to do it, and I probably don't do it very well. But I always want that. I like it. I want
can
that
teach you,
life.
honey.
I've
need.
wanted it forever. No, you say that, but you won't. I've tried to put up money, Ed. I've done everything. I admire these kids. I envy them. They're because their lives are amazing. You know how many people I like from you? Like I've just like watched from a distance in awe. I always wish how do I get to know them? Like how do I become friends with them? How do I have that life?
Friday night at Saddle Ranch.
Hey, I'm telling you, you had a lot of fun.
So
I was.
How many nights a week do you work?
I work 4 nights a week.
And same nights or revolving shifts?
Always same nights.
What are the nights?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday,
you know what
Saturday.
that means.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So what are we doing on, say, Thursday nights?
Thursday's my Jersey Shore.
Okay, so but you're not at another bar.
No,
you just stay loyal to the one place.
I'm stuck.
Okay, and then you know what I also like too is all the after parties, right? In the bar world, everyone from the staff have parties afterwards?
Yes.
See
we
why I
actually
just always
do.
love this world. It's amazing, Ed. Ed, I'm telling you. No, because Ed, you've been legit like me, right? Your whole life?
Yeah.
Clown. See why?
See? I'm a
but
loser.
Don't you admire this though?
I'm a loser.
No,
That's
you
not being a loser,
no.
honey.
You haven't evolved because you just sit on the sidelines and criticize them. Where I've evolved to the point of like, no, they're winning, we're losers. How do we get in?
Okay, well, she said she's going to train us.
Hey, I'll take you both under my wing.
All right,
Dun, dun, dun.
So okay, so let's talk. So the shift ends at 2.
Shifting at the
Then
at
we've
2.
got what is it called? Back work. What is it? What's the work that you guys have to do?
Well,
Side work?
Well, not really side work.
No?
That's like during your shift. You got to close the bar, clean,
Right.
money. So by the time I get out of there, it's usually about 3:30.
And then where do we go?
And then after that, I should not say this.
No, but we don't say specifically, but we go to
But there's a couple.
of bars that stay open or clubs. No.
No, because
Oh.
everywhere closes at 2.
I know,
You
but I
can't
thought
drink.
you guys had the underground, maybe the hookup.
Hold on, stop interrupt. There's a couple.
There's.
All right, go ahead, go.
Well, what you usually do before your shift, you stop by the liquor store, pack up your trunk.
Right, we're all set.
clothes,
Okay.
And then afterwards, you can go to someone's house. I know actually a couple sheriffs that like to party after hours.
Okay, so you go to, but with the rest of the crew, don't you? Like a
Yeah.
lot. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, we'll be like, oh, hey, your house tonight.
After party.
Okay.
After
Listen
party.
now, are there alliances with other hot bars or are they the enemies?
No, I mean, I have great friends.
See, that's
that
what I
work at
mean.
other
They all
bars.
like have friends
Like,
in the
we
circuit too,
have-
which is amazing.
Yeah, like
Right?
we all like to hang out and party, and Sunday fun days is always fun
So
time.
so you don't work on Sunday.
No.
So Sunday. So what's a Sunday fun day? That's a good day.
Sunday fun day, because we have bottomless Bloody Marys and mimosas from like morning until 3 p.m. So
At Saddle Ranch.
at Saddle Range.
So you partake in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. Go through
That would be a fun Sunday.
It's amazing.
couple football.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Done.
so you do that, and then what?
So we do that. Then we go home, shower, take maybe a half an hour nap, get dressed, go out.
Okay, and what are some of the bars you guys go to on Sunday nights?
Let's see. I usually go L Bar. L Bar is a lot of fun. Rainbow. Rainbow is one of my favorite bars.
Yeah, Jesse was talking about Rainbow.
Oh, Rainbow.
Okay.
Whole nother sense.
Oh, whole another world over there.
Nice.
Viper Room. Love the Viper Room.
Viper Room, yeah, it's
Yeah.
old standby.
Absolutely.
Yep, old standby. And so, how long have you been working there?
I've been working there for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Cammy was think 3. So, are you the
Yeah.
longest reigning bartender?
I'm the second.
Wow.
Am I the second
That's
or the
pretty cool.
third? I'm the second or third.
Okay, and when did you move out here?
I moved out here 7 years ago. And it was a whole nother culture when I moved out here.
And was it just just I'm going to be a bartender in LA?
No, actually, it's the quickest way to get money.
Right.
Without, I have morals, so
But
I'm
then
not going
but then you never
get.
get out, right?
Here's the
Once
thing.
you get in, you never get out. Isn't it like
Bartending
cocktail?
got me through. Yes.
The
It
day,
is a
what was it?
lot
The
like
day,
that
the nights
movie.
get shorter. I forget like his quote, like, but yeah.
Yeah. So bartending put me through college. I finished college and I was working in a hospital for a little while.
Okay.
And then,
Boring helping people.
no, here's the thing.
Who cares?
And then the wonderful
Oh.
state of California, if you get a DUI, they take your medical license.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Why would you didn't get a DUI? Oh, they must have framed you. I don't
They
believe
totally
that.
framed me.
Such a frame up.
Resisting arrest? Lie.
Yeah. Right. Total lie. You wouldn't resist.
Total lie.
You wouldn't resist.
Yeah. So after that,
Unless the cop popped off.
he totally did.
Right.
See?
Bastard.
So
Yeah.
okay. So then
Gets one to the jaw.
so
for
that's
that.
when you said, okay, I'm gonna.
So then that's when I was like, okay, I got to go back and pay my bills. So I went back and
Paid the bills, and that's ever since.
yeah. It's been,
So what? How long do you think you can be in the league?
oh, honey, nobody wants to look at a 50-year-old bartender. I'm almost there. So
No. Really? Are we on our twilight? Are we ready to retire?
we're going to retire very soon.
How?
It's
year,
a
2
Jersey
years?
I'm
calendar.
going to
5
say
years?
about the Jersey calendar.
How much? What's left in the tank?
I'd say about 3 years.
3 years left. Oh, that's
years
good.
left.
No, we can still accomplish a ton.
Oh, yeah.
I can be
Oh,
trained
honey.
in within 3 years. I can be trained.
I can train
I
you in
kinda-
6 months.
Done.
Try me.
I want to be in that world so bad. And the guys, like the bartenders there, they just win, right?
Yeah.
Come on,
because
they
all
totally
the
win,
little,
right?
Here's the thing. Like, 21-year-olds are like, oh, free drinks. Who can I talk to? And the guys are like, yeah, I got there's some booze. And by
Right.
that time, they're like, oh, let's go home together.
And they do.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Jess, is this true?
Saddle Range boys
Absolutely.
pull so
Really?
much tail. It's
Oh, and
ridiculous.
I even saw our Tool Academy boy.
Oh, Sean Southern.
I mean, the girls were swooning over him like he was freaking Hercules.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is he work there?
Yes, he works behind the bar with me.
Winning.
Winning.
Yeah.
Oh, man, next life.
Reality TV.
No, I tell you all the time, next life I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to do it all right. You know.
I don't know, man. I just heard an offer for 6 months and done.
And we would not last. Our legs would go. We'd buckle.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
honey.
think
First your livers. No, first your kidneys, then your livers.
No, she's gonna teach us the technique, everything.
I just don't think, Ed, listen, I hear your opinions on this show. I hear how outspoken you are.
Yeah, Ed.
Though, you know, you think too much. You
hold on.
analyze too much.
Too much
You
teen mom.
you have to understand,
Too
like
much
when
teen
too
mom.
much teen mom. We have coworkers we have to deal with. We're gonna have to like be cool. We're gonna have to fit in. Like it's not just. Come on, will you tell them? I've been studying this for years, trying to break the code.
For your
And like,
criticism.
and by the way, listen, I've got money.
Ed can pull
I
the
can
ladies,
pull
though.
this stuff. And I
can
mean,
pull-
really, if I have
Ed
to
can
like,
pull the ladies.
Ed's Italian.
I'm
He
not
can pull
saying
whatever
Ed
the hell he
Ed's
wants.
gorgeous. He's
He
like
can pull
he's the
clothes,
rock. It's
Adidas.
not was not. I didn't say pull the
GTL.
We're
ladies.
talking
Jess.
about the.
No, you've
I'm
got to
part
like
Italian.
you've got the
Oh,
you've got
that's the
the
good
cool
half.
bartender next to you, and they go to their parties, and like we have to like fit in. We've got to like we have to be shallow. We
I'm
have to
fitting
drop
in.
out.
I give
I
Ed
don't-
like 2
6
weekends.
months. What? You know what?
Spread
No.
apart from each other. One at the
Listen,
beginning.
Short
one at the
term,
end.
you
Amen.
wouldn't.
No,
not
your
long term.
criticism I can take. It's fine. You're doing it
'Cause
for the
I-
first time.
no, but
Hold
listen.
on. But that one, the one in the booth,
Yeah.
no. You know what? I'm done.
I do too many shows with
I'm
Courtney
done.
and Isabel, and they've
I'm not
trained
doing this
me.
anymore.
But wait,
I'm
listen,
over it.
Let's not make it about that. I'm saying you really think that you could be shallow enough to hang with those guys for more than 2 weekends.
Okay, now,
Kids,
now
the
wait a minute.
champ
Now,
is
wait
here.
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Nuts.
Wait.
The champ is here. We got
I
Miss
mean-
Rookie Striar in the building.
I mean, we have to. I guess we should define what we're being trained on.
Yeah, but
Well, first and
Because
foremost,
some things I
you're
need
getting
Rachel, be
tattooed.
Look
okay,
honest.
the both of you.
I'm
Okay.
totally getting tattooed.
So-
I'm
hey,
so excited.
Because some
Done.
things I
No,
need help with, and
always
some things
said,
I don't.
Guess you know what mine's gonna be? You're gonna love this. It's gonna
Tribal
be
band
no,
on
it's
your
gonna-
butt.
No, insert black penis here with an arrow.
You
Right
can
on
kiss my ass.
right
No,
on my-
don't
right
do
on-
that.
No, that's my tramp stamp. No. I like that one.
Oh,
maybe
honey.
maybe you need more than
No,
6
either that or
months.
the Star Trek symbol on my chest. But the thing is, listen, that's
the
what I'm
hell?
saying.
Yeah,
I'm not
just
gonna
walk
make.
in
on. Oh, yeah.
Listen,
This is
Ed,
Jersey
Ed,
Shore.
What's
Ed,
going on?
No, we're on special segment, Roxy. If for those of you just started tuning in, or if you're listening, download us. You're listening. Roxy, Rookie, Striar, our regular here late. Why? You didn't know about the show?
You know, you're right on time for when I
thought we were taping. Oh, did you?
I guess I'm late.
I guess you are too,
No,
but it's
we're
good to have
early.
you here. Okay, so
I was
listen.
drinking. Hammered,
So
sorry.
now, remember we had Cammie from Saddle Ranch. Now we have Rachel.
Ah, hello.
How are you?
Roxy,
Okay,
nice to meet you.
so she's Guidette
What's her
too.
Jersey Shore
So
name?
it's like,
I
have
have
one.
it written down as Rachel All Day Lay.
oh, I love that.
Oh,
All day
All
lay.
day lay.
There we go.
So she's given us a lot of insight, and we're gonna get her back here more. But now in our special segment, I'm talking about like the lifestyle that you live, but you're young, Roxy's 20 years old, so it's like it's any
day
everyone-
drinker.
No, right? Everyone at that age can do it, but when you evolve. And like she bartends at the premier bar, and like the other people that bartend there, they like live this amazing lifestyle. Like the Jersey Shore people that are into their 20s, and arguably some of them into their 30s, are living this amazing life. And I was telling Ed for years, I've been trying to crack the code to get into that life. Never was able to do it for years.
Dude, she's got the code.
I
We're
know,
in.
but it's Ed.
You're a party girl?
I'm smart
You got
enough
the
to
code?
know.
Oh, honey,
Rach,
I've been
no,
partying
but
a
Rach,
lot longer than they've
she's
been.
a pro.
Rach, my legs will buckle. I'll admit
No,
it.
you won't.
His legs will buckle.
No,
There's
honey.
no way he's gonna make it. They're not gonna want to talk to
Yours
us.
can buckle, he can carry you. Same goes for you.
Yeah.
See?
What are
We're
we gonna?
good.
Okay, can we? We'll get some of these guy bartenders in here. Like,
Can this be a reality
what are we
show?
gonna? You and I gonna talk to him about computers? What are we gonna
No,
talk to him
we're
about?
gonna
Ed?
look. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna go in.
What?
Hey, they can
I'm gonna
film
talk
it.
to him about brand marketing and awareness. What am I gonna talk?
You're gonna. You know what? You make conversation with her. Do the
I'm
same
gonna talk
thing.
about the 3-act structure of a screenplay. What are these guys gonna want to talk to about?
What are you-
Like,
what
do
guys?
They,
I'm
what do
talking
they
to
talk
guys.
about? What stocks? Real estate?
No, literally.
No, real
all
estate.
they
Don't want to talk
about-
real estate with me.
Literally, all they talk about is girls.
Ass, cast, and grass.
Non-stop. Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean,
Girls and money. That's all you hear.
yeah.
Literally, you
Like
watch
what?
you watch the bull and the girls.
And
are
what?
being
No,
pushed
Jesse,
over.
give me an example. So
Well, I mean,
all right. So your name is gonna be come up with one of the. Okay, who's one of the bartenders down there? Is a fun name. Like, right? They're all like there's no Joes down there, right? There's no Franks. It's just all like
Well, no,
right.
I mean,
What's
there's
a
like,
cool
Is it all
bartender
like?
name?
Is
like
it all
Sean
like?
and Dawn and
Is
like,
it all like?
wait,
really,
who's the who runs the bull? Because he was a champ. He was a champ Friday night.
It depends on what. It depends on the day.
He wasn't. He wasn't on the show. I talked to him after that, but literally he had it down to a science. The girl comes and he puts her up on the bull. He does 3 pulls to the right with the joystick, and then all of a sudden he flips it forward, and the girl goes head first over the bull, and then he pops the bull, and literally her ass is shaking up and down like it is a 1991 booty shaking video.
Welcome to Saddle
Every
Ranch.
single girl.
Okay, but he's just doing a job. I'm talking about having to interact with these people, Jesse. Give me I don't know, Atlas, one of the guys like who works there, like
That's his name,
Atlas, right? Like what are they like? Okay, so we like what do you and I gotta talk to Atlas
I get
about?
it. No, we would say,
All right,
did you
you're
see the
Atlas.
ass on the third girl? You know, we would talk about the girls
And you
that
would be
are
able
there.
to do that for 6 months?
Come on, with my eyes closed.
See, you know what though? This is why he wouldn't make it.
Like, I mean, honestly,
Too
as many
confident.
asses as I saw get
Overconfident.
flipped over.
I would make it longer than you because I'd fight a smart fight. Like I'd go in prepared. I know.
Nah, you heard
You know what
she
I would
said?
do? I would be
Look.
so sedated and medicated.
Look, you
That's
drink
what
in the
I did.
morning and then you nap. That's what I would do. I would nap and come rally back. That's what I would do.
What you gotta do?
I'll nap and rally.
Nap and rally. Yeah, I can nap
get
and
fresh.
rally, but I'm saying,
gotta-
what
you
do
gotta
we
get
do?
fresh
I
after the
still,
nap.
I don't think you're hearing me about what the heck you're going to talk to these people about.
No
Like I
word
told
about what I'm
Jesse, Jesse, you see, the only time I can do it is when I'm drunk. Right? You saw
Done.
me up at
There's your
Malibu,
solution.
and it was
Hey,
just with
I'm
all
the
of them.
supplier.
Right? What,
I got the booze. I'm the
Wait,
supplier
well,
here.
and
It's
not only
fine.
that,
Yeah, I think
there's
she's
so
offering
many-
a discount.
There's so many things to interact with at Saddle Ranch that, I mean, these people had, it was literally a bong of beer. I've never seen this in my life.
I'm gonna start you out with that and a couple shots of tequila.
You put that on your
All right.
table, they'll literally, these girls flock to these
I
guys.
still say that's only half of it.
Well, that is half of
The
it.
partying's only half of it. The other half is like is interacting with these people. That's what's just going to be.
And that's
Quarter
the
of
part
it.
you're saying you're missing?
That's going to be the most difficult, Roxy. To interact with these people.
can interact with that. You're not giving yourself enough credit.
What the heck
You're
are we
not
going to
giving
talk to these
yourself enough
people about?
Yeah. you could.
Everything?
Dude,
No,
It's
these
just
guys.
funny.
I could handle the show because you know what? I'd be like, okay, guys, bring it in. All right, you need to meet with Noxema. You need to. I'd dial it all in. I'd have them go.
Hey, you
we'd have
have-
tons to talk about. What
By
am
the
I going
way-
to talk about with
You're
these?
going to brand mark his
Yeah, I
sticker
would. We'd
every-
work it. We would work it. I'd get these kids more. I'd believe me.
Kim, you have.
I'd add zeros.
Yeah, you have the social magic wand, dude. You have the magic. You know what that thing is? You're not available.
You know Maria Menounos?
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I'd
not.
say. That would be my
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. You're not available. That means that you can run everything.
Ed, you're so idealistic.
telling
That's why
you.
you're going to be no match for these people. Oh, we're going to get killed. We're going to get killed.
Hey, I'm willing to give it a try.
Oh, man. And by the way, no, so do people all live in the vicinity of Hollywood as well? That's another
Yeah.
thing. No one's going to the Valley, right?
No, yeah,
Oh,
Valley's just
nerds.
way
Yeah,
too.
just-
ugh. Well, it's like it's far.
I'm up in the
and
valley.
with all the drinking and the partying, like who the hell wants to drive anywhere?
Accident waiting to happen.
I'm
babe.
telling you.
All right, so
been there, done that a few
And
times.
listen, this is one thing I've always said is I've always wanted to buy the I've always wanted to get a place down in Hollywood just to have.
Hey, I got a
So-
nice loft in NoHo.
Right. NoHo. Is
North
it North
Hollywood.
Hollywood? Oh wait, so you are in the Valley.
Kind of.
Oh,
I
wait a
just
second.
moved.
Interesting. We're
I just
poking holes.
moved.
You know
I
what?
just moved.
You are moving toward retirement. I'm getting nervous.
I know.
No, we get 3 years left.
3 years.
And
That's a
no,
long time
but
for
NoHo
partying,
is cool.
honey.
And by the way, you can get over the hill pretty. You're right. It's pretty fast to get to
Wait, what happens in 3 years? What?
retiring from the bar scene.
Yeah, honey.
Doesn't
I've
want to be
been
the
doing it
50-year-old
for
barmaid.
15 years.
Yeah.
Almost 16.
Wow. You look
Tell
good,
by the
though.
raspy
Look
voice.
at you. Nice, though. Nice.
Hey.
Yeah. You know, everyone, all the girls on that last week, Cammie, Chris,
Yeah.
all with the raspy voice, just all overserved alcohol.
Yeah.
And I have
That's what
nothing
booze
but
does to you.
nothing but
And
admiration.
cigarettes. Ah.
As time
And
goes
Jersey.
on, please, we'll get more. I'd love to, if you would, I'd love you to take me along a little bit in the journey.
I'm so game
A
for
long
that.
time. You know,
I would love that.
yeah. Well, we all went on spring break last year.
Oh my gosh.
We took the small AFTERBUZZ contingency
We
on
were
spring
supposed
break.
to go to the shore this year. This
I know,
August.
and then I got a little busy.
Ugh.
I got a little busy paying bills.
The shore will always be
All of a
there.
sudden,
Yeah.
AfterBuzz took off in a way we never expected.
It
and
got,
then,
yeah, we got too big for our own goods. But we were all we still maybe we will. We were gonna broadcast live from the T-shirt store.
Yes.
That was the plan, and we had sponsors and everything. And,
And
then
we were gonna go to Karma and get
we're
a
gonna
table
do
at
the
Karma.
whole thing. The whole thing.
We had
Jim
everything
Tin Laundry
planned.
only, and no one was gonna have a phone, just the duck.
Awesome. I love
Next
that.
summer.
Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Hopefully the show will still
What
be
is this
around.
maybe?
Oh, well.
Well, hopefully Jersey Shore will still be around.
Of course it will.
Right. Well, they got 3. Jesse, you said right. 3.
Well,
2 or 3 more seasons.
2 or 3
Well,
more.
did you guys do news and gossip yet?
No,
No.
Phil, we don't have news and gossip like this.
Yeah,
is-
you were beer
we're-
ponging.
We're kind
Yeah.
of we're kind of a
All
shit
right,
show.
join the
Here's-
party.
All right,
here's
so
the-
wait, do you have news and gossip?
Well, here's one of them.
What do you mean one of them, Phil? Do you have news and gossip or no?
Roxy's got my news and gossip lined
All
up
right, so
there.
can you pass it over, Rox, to him?
Oh, yeah.
But here, one of the things
Well,
is
wait, can we do the news cue? Do we have to always be shitbags? Here. Come on.
all right.
I
So,
work my hardest not to be a shitbag most of the time.
according to the castmates, they would love to do a show in Australia for season 6, and it looks like we might be able to get that.
You know what? All right, go around the table, Roxy. Them in Australia. What do you think?
I don't even understand where that came from. Why Australia? Do we have anything on that background? I think it's just like America, but it's not as
It
funny as
fits.
Italy.
Okay, go.
It's-
I want to hear
I
this.
need your opinion on
Honey,
it.
Please
everybody in Australia, all Aussies know how to party. They drink, they fight, they are all buff.
So why
they
are they
could-
choosing like Ireland?
it's not as
Oh,
fun.
you see, Roxy, come on.
I
You're a
mean-
Guido. We hate the Eurasians.
That's true.
That'll be amazing. Oh my God, there'll be
Yeah.
so many
We
brawls.
need one more. We need one more season. We don't want them killed.
You gotta go to. Yeah,
the
you're right.
people in
It's not
Australia are
enough
gonna be
security.
like, what?
You're right, Roxy. That's the call. Ireland.
Why don't
All right,
we- I
Ed,
just called
give
them
me.
out.
Come on, Ed. Give
Yes.
us the wrong opinion.
Wrong opinion about everything I've
No,
been saying
going to
so
Australian.
far. Okay,
Come
so
on, Ed.
as far as them in Australia, I think they're just trying to get a free trip to places people want to vacation. That's all.
Actually, Ed, I agree with you. How about that?
That's what I think.
It might take.
And, and by the way, and they didn't ask JWoww because she wants to stay home with Roger.
Oh goodness! Will you stop? Now, Jesse, I'm going to the booth on
She's
this
a
one.
motherly.
Do you remember Real World Australia? Okay, I
don't.
I do,
Wah,
and I'll tell you, it actually the cast was decent, and some decent things happened between them on the cast, but kind of a boring environment for them for Real World.
I don't.
Sometimes when these shows, like when Real World went to Paris, the other cultures were just kind of didn't want to really interact with them, and it really made it boring. Jersey Shore, though, man, has just proven to be such a, bigger than the Real World, so huge that, maybe they would in Australia because the Aussies like to party and like to fight and all that. But I can't get over Ireland. Oh my God.
I
That
know,
would
what can I
be
say?
brutal.
Genius.
That it is genius. All right, Phil, what else we got?
All right, Pauly D is upset, very much so, that the Hollywood Walk of Fame does not allow reality stars to have a star.
Oh, come
You know what?
on.
Wait, all right, now, come on. Roxy, go ahead.
Sorry, the dress caught me off guard. I
Oh,
completely
she's
forgot.
watching
oh my
Dina.
God, the
Dina,
dress.
the feed from
Honey,
Dina
you
at
look
the
like a Jersey Shore Rainbow Bright
Rainbow
version.
Bright, that's oh.
stands out though.
That's a good call.
Gonna get photographed. Sorry, guys, got to give you the flip side.
Okay.
All right, Roxy, come on. What do you think?
I've totally lost my train of thought. One more time. Tell me what's going on.
Pauly D is upset that he can't have a.
Right.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can't-
what a piece of crap. You've already got this huge career. What are you between like Marlon Brando and
Yeah.
Meryl Streep on there? Like what's gonna Pauly D. What's
All right,
he gonna
Rachel,
say?
come on. What do
DJ
you think?
Pauly D.
Rachel, now by the way, you're a reality star too, so you know
Yeah,
what?
I mean, and being in reality, that's a joke, Pauly. Go DJ
All right.
somewhere and shut up and stop crying.
All right,
God.
go ahead. Let's hear it.
Well, as far as the star goes,
Yeah, what do you think
I
of
agree with the ladies.
You agree with the ladies?
Yeah.
Forget
All
about
right,
it.
Phil.
I'm gonna side with the ladies and Ed.
All right, here I
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
and
so
here-
give us
and
the
here-
flip
and
side,
here
yeah,
I go.
okay.
I'm not giving the flip side. I'm going to give you guys the reality. When you have these personalities that are getting 9 million, 10 million viewers a week on cable, that are taking a network that has been doomed for a decade, that used to be literally could do whatever they wanted on that network. I mean, MTV, I had seen MTV when I worked there, make Mick Jagger frightened, make some of the biggest producers in Hollywood, legends, scared. And to see how they crumbled and to see what this show has done for them, and not just this show, but these other reality shows, it's one of the things that the actors hate, but the actors are kind of getting their due. The actors, for years, have had a free ride, and now they've got competition. And what I say is, like, you know what? Make me more Breaking Bads, and make me more Modern Families, and you'll have more shows. But you know what? But until then, if you're gonna turn out crap, which you have, you know what? I'd rather watch the kids from the Jersey Shore. I'd rather watch the Oxygen Club or whatever, the Bad Girls Club, and you know, most of these people they're not getting $1 million an episode like the cast of Friends. They're not getting $2 million. They're not whatever Kush Ashton's going to get $1.5 million an episode. They're not getting that. They're getting $100,000 an episode, maybe the Jersey Shore, but they're the pre-premiere, and they're being shamed and torn apart for that. But what no one's realizing is the numbers, the money they're making MTV. Why is it not right of them? Why is it okay for an actor to get that kind of money when they're getting the numbers?
Okay.
No, and they're getting the sponsor dollars. They're getting the same thing.
Here's my question to you: when Pauly D situation, when they wake up, are they going to work?
Those guys are, and that's why those guys have evolved, and that's why they keep going. Yeah, I agree. The lower tier, of course, they work at it. That's why Pauly's going to keep going. That's why situation's gone this far. Now, will he go any further? No, but is that to say like? Look at how many stars from sitcoms you never see again. Like, you know, they get their break, they make their run. You never see them again. That's not fair. And by the way, just against your point, that Boulevard is filled with more frauds. You can buy your star. That's why it's such a joke. If we ever took, what we'll do one night is we'll get really drunk at the Saddle Ranch and then we'll walk down Hollywood Boulevard. Now I will show you. So first of all, you won't know the names, but if we look up the names, you'll be stunned and so underwhelmed at the accomplishments of these people and what they've done. And it's mainly that they purchased their star. So I say yeah, of course, Marlon Brando. There's no comparison, but Ryan Seacrest has a star down there. These guys,
That's
you know
the hardest working man in Hollywood.
He is, but he doesn't. Whoa. But he doesn't get. So does Ryan have 30 million people watching him on Idol because of Ryan, or because of Idol? I'm tuning into the Jersey Shore for these kids.
So you think that every single one of them should have a star, or do you think
no. I'm saying
no.
I'm not saying any of them necessarily. These guys deserve it. I'm saying for Hollywood to give a blanket statement that reality stars do not deserve a star is so unfair because reality stars are making so much money.
So how do you pick and
TV.
choose? How do you say this person?
Well, here's how it goes. This is why it's a scam, Rox. You just pay. You buy one. You have a committee or somebody nominates you and then writes the check. So for them to say reality stars, that's ridiculous. It's not right. All right, what's the next one?
All right. Well, speaking of how obviously the situation was not at the VMAs, the reason why the rest of the cast were apparently at the VMAs was because they took a private jet. Pauly D said, the storm was no joke. Snooki tweeted on Friday, I hope our shore house doesn't blow away. Which I haven't gotten the report on whether or not it has.
Well, the shore had to be evacuated. My family members were on the shore, and they sat in 12 hours of traffic to make it back to Essex County in West Caldwell, New Jersey, because every single person picked up to leave at the same time. And it wasn't quite the hurricane we were expecting.
Not at all.
Nope.
And I think everybody's so freaked out about what happened to Katrina, whatever, that, not whatever, that was serious.
Yeah.
That everybody made such
I knew
a
it was
big
going to
deal.
be a flop. I predicted it.
Yeah, so they closed down subways, they closed down airlines. Was necessary? Not exactly, but I understand why.
I think we can expect that type of overcautiousness for a long time to
Right,
come.
definitely.
100%.
All right. Well, JWoww denied plastic surgery. She said, I lost 15 pounds and my cheeks have become more
Rachel's
defined.
laughing.
I highlighted my cheeks instead of putting bronzer on them.
Interesting. She has lost weight,
what's
and
she
I
doing
do
with
see
her
it in her
lips?
face.
So what about the lips? What does she claim happened there?
Would that be
Well,
considered
it's not
cosmetic
saying-
Sat there
surgery?
going like this?
But wait, do you consider Botox and
could be just
lip
Botox,
injections surgery?
I think it's still
Cosmetic-
freshening up.
cosmetic
I
surgery.
mean, yeah.
Cosmetic modification.
It's not like you can just go to the store and be like, oh, here you go. Like,
You know-
I mean,
you know, I'm
gotta
not
go to the
saying-
doctor
Yes,
for
one
it.
day.
I love my Jenny.
Yeah.
What else, Phil?
And that is actually all the AfterBuzz TV news and gossip for the week of August 29th, 2011.
All right, Jesse, take us into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Also, another little news and gossip. They played this episode before the VMAs last night to
Right.
get VMA's rating boost. Last night, VMAs hit the highest
Ever.
episode
So
on
now-
of anything, beating any show ever
Okay.
played.
So now these
Who do we
kids have
think?
not only monetized their show in that hour for the network, now they've monetized
The music
not
awards.
just, I mean, so I think these guys they deserve everything they get. To be honest, they do, and I don't think they get paid enough.
Are you going to buy their stars?
I would. They won't sell them. That's the problem. But I think Situation deserves one. If you saw some of the names there, but that's a whole other argument. But it's always, I see more bitter actors and actresses out there talking about reality. I'm like, well, you know what? If you know, Ed, we do Breaking Bad. We love that show, right? If you had Breaking Bad and Boardwalk Empire, and that's all, and Modern Family, and you had more shows like that, maybe I wouldn't tune into reality. But
I admit that last night, right before the VMAs, when Jersey Shore was on, it came on the same time as Breaking Bad, and I didn't want to be behind the rest of the world, not know what happened with the fight, so I TiVo'd Breaking Bad and I watched Jersey Shore.
Wow.
Which is
there you go.
deal.
Okay, see,
I didn't want to be behind it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was like, I didn't want the time.
took a lot of courage to admit that.
I'm just saying.
Now, I'm going to tell you the flip side. You know how much I love this show. I just adore the show. I actually did watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, good job.
So I had to. Sorry. I mean, I was in post on the film, but Phil, I made sure that when I went home tonight, I watched Breaking Bad.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed in you.
It's Breaking Bad, Rox. Breaking Bad. We've AfterBuzz is Breaking Bad.
We are. That's
Our whole
the story
business
of our
model.
lives.
Yeah, we are. Okay, predictions for next week. I didn't see the.
They didn't have previews, I don't think.
No.
Are you
They
sure?
didn't.
No.
Nothing. Jesse?
We don't get anything till next Thursday.
Okay, so Thursday, are we having a new show?
What do you mean?
Or are they skipping next Thursday?
They're skipping this Thursday.
They're skipping Thursday. Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Wow. So we're at a loss.
Yeah, for a week and a half almost.
Wow.
That's fine.
So.
All right then.
Well.
Oh God.
Well, we can guess, right? More Sammy and Ronnie drama. Although, they might take a powder and they might go to Julio and Julio. Gianni with
Gianni's coming soon.
Julio? I can't wait until.
Johnny
Isn't
and Snooki.
Hannah supposed to be coming?
Hannah's gonna be
Hannah
amazing.
Banana, where are you at, honey? Got to see this one.
And are Mike and Ron done fighting, or are we going to see more of that? Sitch and Ron?
Come on, Rox. Really? That's a question?
No, I'm serious because they were laughing their asses off.
Yeah, I think we're done.
I
with
didn't
that.
say Sammy.
I don't think they'll get physical.
We're done.
I don't think they'll get physical again.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
At least for this season.
Because they're not going to do it for real. So they're just,
down the Jersey Shore, they'll roll around again. But no, I think they're done now. I think they are. All right, Rachel, are you going to come back with us next week,
Absolutely.
please? So you have Thursdays off? Yeah, we're going to need you.
Thursdays is my day with you.
All right.
Oh,
nice.
I like that. We need the work. All right, so we'll all work on it together. Everyone, thank you very much, and I guess we'll see you next week. Oh,
We
good,
will.
good. We're going out this way.
And keep checking us out at
thank you.
ustream.tv/AfterBuzzTV for all your live viewing. For your downloads, go to iTunes, the iTunes store, and just search AfterBuzz or Jersey Shore AfterBuzz. It's easier if you just put in the word AfterBuzz. Way easier to find.
Or AfterBuzz TV,
Yes.
right? And then don't we do that thing, Stitcher?
And yes, if you have a smartphone, whether it's a BlackBerry, iPhone, or Android, you can download the Stitcher app, and it's like a radio. It's like Pandora, except for podcasting. It's great.
Right.
Awesome.
And yeah, anyone else any got special plugins, Ed?
Yeah, I just want to say that
You signed.
I'm done with DJ Jesse. I'm over it. I'm done. My mic's off again.
All right.
See you at the Saddle Ranch. So wait, do we do a buzz you later, bitches, or no?
Right after the outro.
How's that go?
How much are you drinking?
We add
I
bitches.
I didn't even drink tonight.
Kevin,
We gotta do that.
You ruined the
We'll buzz
surprise.
them in a second.
All right, okay.
From producers Keven Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
Bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.